I am Roland Johns. I am sim racing.
I'm Wes Fuller, driver number 35, stand up to Cancer Forward. I am sim racing.
Hi, I'm Cameron Peterson. I am sim racing.
What's going on? It's Rob Biotti from 4iRacing, driver number 44 Toyota Camry, and I am sim racing.
Hello, I am Christopher Hamilton, and I am sim racing.
Hi, I'm Eric Andrews. I am sim racing.
We are sim racing.
Hello and welcome everybody. This is round number 3 of the iRacing Short Course Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series. It's been an incredible couple of rounds, but here we are back in Reno, Nevada at the Wild West Motorsports Park. Now the question is, has anyone found an answer for the man who's been stood on top of that podium twice so far, Cameron Peterson? Luke Knupp has been a regular too, but a lot of young guns still coming for Peterson. Everybody wants that top spot. Will you come out of Reno and you gamble? Will you come out on top is the question.
Yeah, we'll have to find out, Dave, but let's go ahead and cue over to Bronson for the national anthem, just waiting for him to load up.
And I was going to say, everybody, I'm Dave Arnold, joined alongside Randall Alvarez, and it's time to kick this off the right way, and that's with the greatest song in the world, our national anthem.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Definitely the right way to start it here and getting ready to qualifying, and of course Monson Chiramani driving our American flag truck around, and give you a little of that side action to make sure you saw all the stars and stripes there for sure. But definitely excited about this back here at Wild West Motorsports Park.
Yeah, let's go ahead and run a quick intro to the park, and then we'll go over the format and info for this race.
Well, I want to welcome everybody again. The host of this broadcast, of course, the man who got this league started, the young man, Connor Berry. I want to thank him. And I want to thank a lot of our great sponsors, company like CBR, AIM, the sports data acquisition for all your vehicles. Sparco, providing all the safety equipment, and a lot of the drivers wearing those Sparco rigs and gloves. CDC Apparel, making all the cool iRacing short course apparel. Bomber Eyewear, which I'm wearing so I can see these screens. And, of course, It's Just Not Clean.
It's super clean.
There you go, Randall. And you got to thank, of course, K&N Performance Products, making everything breathe well. And Lawrence Equipment. I want to thank the Lawrence family, always being involved with the racing. And, of course, this broadcast brought to you by Death by Moose Media. And, of course, myself, Dave Arnold, and Randall Alvarez.
Thank you, Dave. Let's go ahead and go over to the format.
Well, again, we're back here at the Lucas Oil Wild West Motorsports Park here. These are the Lucas Oil Pro 4 trucks. We're going to qualify for 10 minutes with a feature of 22 laps, and a comp caution is going to be held at the halfway point, which would be lap 11. Now, let's just tell everybody, we've got a lot of drivers. So not everybody's going to go to the main event. That's why we're going to have a B main. Now, out of the B main, I believe we're going to race the top 4.
That's
out
correct.
of the B main into the A main. So we will have 24 trucks in the A main. Everybody else, they're going to battle it in the B main.
That's correct. And looks like we have a total of 55 drivers that have signed up. So we are 5 short of whatever both these servers
The
can
max.
handle. Yeah.
Yes.
It is
awesome.
a close one. All right, let's go ahead and look at qualifying. Once again, Cameron Peterson up in the top, running a best lap of a 49.478.
I like to say I'm shocked, but I'm not.
No, he's been solid this whole time.
Yeah, all right. Trenton Briley doing good up there. So far sitting second in qualifying with
Mickey Thomas.
Mickey Thomas,
Yeah.
Luke Knupp, and Ethan Ebert battling it out there. Teammates. Roland Johns. Got a little shot of Roland Johns in our intro earlier. Pretty cool. And loving how Cameron Peterson is running the General Tire logo on there.
And he's still throwing on times. That's one thing that I'd like to point out between the Jim Beaver race, which we had Mitchell and Cameron going at it. Cameron keeps throwing down laps even on qualifying. He doesn't stop.
No.
I've seen Mitchell pull off to the side and kind of wait it out till someone beats him. Cameron just keeps pumping out laps. It's
I get better that time each lap. He's thinking in his head. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and that's honestly like that's also scary for a lot of the competition out there because he's only getting better.
Yeah, very smooth how he's hitting through there, but he doesn't have a bunch of trucks trying to beat him through that turn 1.
Yeah, that's going to change. Well, as these guys finish up their qualifying, let's talk a little bit about iRacing and sim racing in general for anyone out there that's not used to the sport. So if you see anyone kind of blip or cut out, that is what we would call a netcode or someone's having some internet problems. It does happen. Sometimes there are some catastrophic collisions. That is part of the game. There's not much we can do about it since we're all on the internet. The servers have a heavier load, and now that we're close to the max on both servers or onto the server, it's going to be a little more apparent. Hopefully not, but it looks like still people are queuing up right now. We're at 57. So as we get there, you guys might see.
Should I translate that for the layman for you, folks?
Let me just get out the whiteboard.
Not a good thing. If you reappear somebody, it could be a bad thing.
Exactly.
And the servers are like really full. It's like a glass of milk that's overflowing.
You can't put a cookie into it. I'm sorry.
No cookies allowed. There we go.
Yeah. So and another thing these drivers have to work with is no gravity. They do have force feedback from the some of them for the pedals, depending on how they set up the springs, but
So
just
weightless?
with the wheel. Yeah, they are sitting in 0G. No, they don't get to feel the gravity of the car. They just have to feel the track and how the car handles in their hands. So for me, I think this makes someone into a better driver where they don't have to rely on all their senses. They have to rely on memory and how they can handle the car with just the technically 3 senses they have, which is touch.
Well, you know that they're leaning, and then they're they're trying
leaning.
to give their body into it.
They're trying to.
They throw a little body English, and I don't know if you had a chance to see, but I saw something on social media about a Formula One driver. They had the sim rig they showed that the seat would roll over to one side.
Yep.
The seat belt would tighten down, so there was hydraulics on it.
Yeah, that was the one I was telling you about, where the hydraulics for the seatbelt would simulate gravity. Because there's the ones that rock, which are pretty standard, but this new one that
it showed the wheel shaking and the whole seat would vibrate and shake too.
Yeah, I actually saw an article about some seats where someone had their.
But I didn't have $250,000 at the time. I would have ordered it.
Yeah, if you could.
Take Bitcoin?
What's that magazine that the Travelers magazine or Guide to America where you could purchase stuff?
Yeah.
Do they still have that?
I'm not sure.
They should have that on there though.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take one of those.
Yeah, I'll take one of those. Yeah. Kind of like a what's the catalog? Sharper Image.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, Sharper Image. That's it.
Yep. Yeah. So I actually
where you could buy a $1,000 nose clippers and.
Hey man, some people need it. But yeah, I saw someone with their an article about their rig actually rolling over on them, and they had to go to, I think, the hospital, or they had to get some medical stuff taken care of.
You didn't have that inch and 3/4 diameter roll cage.
Yeah, no, it threw him out. He put it to full force.
It threw him out. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, let's get ready for the B main.
The B main. Let's see who's going to go the top qualifier of the B main.
All right, so in the B main we have Braden Betty. Braden Betty, and then Braden Charlemonte, and then Andrew Carlson, Corbin Wells, Sean Stratton.
Andrew Carlson, what are you doing all the way there in the B main, my friend?
He might have had a rough run. It happens.
He's been an instructor, a fill-in driver, and off-road. Done a lot of himself. His family has, of course, that ERX racetrack, so that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Cohen Crawford, Talon Martin, Christopher Friedemann, Chance Haugen, Zach Hillman, Donald Holcher, Jade Uribe, George Lamosas, Michael Loomis, Ronald Schwicke, Jason Sadrowski. Oh my goodness, one of our photographers out there racing. Coming to you from out in Utah. Daryl Gibson, Eric Jacobus, one of our Pro 2 drivers, Michael Gilbert.
And that looks like that's the field.
All right. Looks like they're gridded up and ready to race there.
Yep, just waiting for last.
Are we glitching, net coding?
No, this is part of gridding. So as people are
throwing the dice.
Yeah, as they're syncing with the server, you'll see this happen. So this is all part of getting everyone on the same page. Looks like Jason is having some trouble getting in. Come on, Jason. I'm surprised you got through Roland's last name like that. That was smooth. Zwicki. Oh, man, I'm gonna have a hard time with that.
I'm used to saying a lot of international names over the years. You should have seen me in Thailand.
Oh man.
I look like a monkey with chewing gum.
I just closed my mouth.
Like one too.
How do you say this?
If you say it fast enough, they won't get it.
Right? All right, looks like we're getting ready for the pace lap.
Braden Beatty up on the pole. Braden Chiramonte.
Now I'm noticing that our last week's four guys that moved up are no longer in the bottom. They're in A main.
Made it into the main.
Uh-oh. This is what happens when someone blinks.
Well, pace truck's off the track. Here we go. We are green. Beatty, Cherubani, and Carlson, Wells lead him up. Oh, no! The Rockstar Energy truck over on its side into the wall. A lot of contact there. Looks like Beatty able to make it out clean with Cherubani and Carlson. 3 wide. Second, third, and fourth all going in at the same time. Somebody's popping in and out there. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. He's having a hard time.
He's hitting the ghost mode.
Yeah, looks like and we're on our first caution for the lap.
Well, there was a lot of carnage going out of turn 1 as well as turn 2.
Yeah, should we recap that and catch that turn 1 carnage?
I would like to see it because I saw someone flipping up the hill.
All right, let's roll that back real fast.
Took out a few drivers to that point.
All right, give me 1 second as I narrow in on that.
We got 2 guys doing the jobs of 4 here. So
I work fast. All right. I think I got the angle.
There we go.
All right.
A lot of contact here in the back of the field.
So you guys can see what happens. You can see he already starts to roll into the corner. A couple of the other guys get mashed up. And as we stick with it, that pile up.
Everybody looks like they're coming out of that one okay.
Yeah. I think they might have thrown it for that first area because that was still pretty bad. You had him rolling right after that jump.
Yes. And you can see there's a little bit more contact there going to turn 2, but not enough to have the effect.
Yeah, and that's right when the yellow was thrown. Looks like everyone's slowing down now. And that is going to be our caution report for tonight.
Or the carnage report.
The carnage report, you're right. The carnage report. All right, let's get back to these guys driving.
All right, you can see the pace truck still on the track, the iRacing. Lucas Oil. St. Cameron Peterson's, the guy that everybody's going after when they get to the A main. So all these guys say, all right, top 4 qualify, and everybody look and paint the targets on the 48.
Yeah, they're all just going for it. They're like, I just need to get up there. Give me that opportunity to race with these guys. Now, looking how these guys are handling, it looks like Braden, he was blinking out a little bit, but the other Braden C, he was keeping up with them pretty well, and he was separating himself from the pack a little bit.
He's got up a little bit there. He's still sitting in second according to the deal here. So.
He was, but right when they launched, he was trying to catch up to the 69.
Yeah, definitely.
The 69 was blinking out, so it's kind of hard to see exactly where they're paced. But how he was coming out of turn 2, he looked like he was on a good roll before they threw out that caution.
I'm still getting used to race cars disappearing in front of me.
Yeah, it happens.
I know I'm in Reno. I might see a magic show, but that's not what I'm ready to see on the racetrack there.
Yeah, well, when it comes to the technical side, that's something maybe people just you don't realize how important internet it is when it comes to gaming. Some people think you can just buy a nice PC and plug it in. That's not all of it. That's about 50%. The rest is your internet and how well it runs. But it looks like a lot of these guys are still doing pretty good. We do have I'd say 4 guys that are blinking, but that's not bad.
The old adage, get out and kick it and it might run better.
You know what? I find that my PC works great when I hit it with a hammer.
Yeah, that's right.
As you can tell, there's 2 notches in the side right there.
So I'm looking there, Donald Holcher, father of Johnny Holcher, I believe.
Yeah, that should be him.
Running the 15, reminiscent of Marty Hart, 15, and in the Pro 2 class, he's Pro 4. Seeing the HBI on the side, that's for sure. Holcher brothers. Good Wisconsin family, I'm going to tell you. Absolutely wonderful family.
Wisconsin, eh?
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Yeah, I've always wanted to go up there. I believe I've heard it's really beautiful.
It's truly God's country, beautiful. Mosquitoes may carry it away, but it's green in the summer and beautiful, that's for sure.
And I think we're going to be going green. Let me just double check on the pace car.
That's why I really want to see Crandon get scanned and be part of this.
Yep, and we're going to go green.
That's it. There it is. Off the track, and we are green, green, green. Beatty, Chiramonte.
Nice send. And I think Chiramonte is going to go for that inside and get on the inside of the 69. Look at that.
Beatty, though, appears right there on the outside.
Oh.
A couple trucks get tied up there. Trying to see the numbers on them. They were spinning.
Yeah, I believe that's going to throw out another caution.
So I believe that might be Stratton. Was that Mark?
Andrew Carlson, the 59 was rolled over.
Okay. He was the turtle.
Yep.
All right. And you can see Braden Beatty and Braden Chiramonte side by side going down the hill. Carlson, Corbin Wells, and Sean Stratton there. Little contact there as Beatty slides it into.
That was some great defense right there. Kicking out his back end. Just make sure you can't get that outside. kind of push him around a little bit.
You really want to back these to the Pro 4. Usually you start to rotate before the turn and
Yep.
literally get your nose and just rotate it around that wall. It's almost like it just kind of like slowly just shaves the nose. Everybody's heading up the hill now. Turn 4.
Oh, Braden giving a little push into turn 4.
The old desert bump and run he's going for.
That was a smart move. Push him out to the outside and take the inside run.
I'm not sure the race directors are going to like that, but...
You know what, honestly, with those double jumps right there, it's kind of like once you hit the first jump, after that, there's not much you can do to control it. It's pretty violent. When we get there, we'll jump in Braden's car again, and I'll show you how violent it is.
So it looks like Sean Stratton. Well, let's see here. Stratton's still trying to chase down Braden Beatty, but he's gotten by Braden Chiramonte.
All right, so here we go.
Look at this Beatty just popping in and out.
Yeah, that makes it hard to judge a second place because you don't know if you're going to run into him or not. So as you can see, the moment you hit those jumps, you lose all control. It's kind of, you got to prep it and then hope you stick it.
Chiramonte is going to probably get ready to pull one of those tear-offs here pretty soon. And a little mud on his vision as he heads down the front straightaway.
That might explain the bump and run. You just didn't see him.
Stratton rides the wall just a little bit with one wheel. Out of turn 1, down the hill. The Lucas Leap, as I like to call it. See, a lot of this was, of course, the normal live races. You'll see the Lucas Oil Racing TV as well as MAV TV through the networks that are outlets for this series. In real life, as we watch him run up the hill again, keeping an eye here for our B main. Braden Beatty, Sean Stratton, and Braden Chiramonte. Now it looks like a little bit deeper. Cohen Crawford in 4th, Corbin Wells in 5th. So right now, Cohen Crawford, he's on the bubble. If he stays where he's at, 4th position, that would give him a transfer spot. Got a little bit of a gap back there, but Corbin Wells not far off.
Yeah, he definitely caught up to him on that corner though. If we go back,
He shaved a little speed.
Yeah, Corbin ate up that time. Something I was going to mention coming into turn 3. If Braden's listening, you need to get that nose on the inside, man. Yeah, you're running the outside line too much. You can see right here. Actually, with
I don't think I've ever given an advice to a driver as he's driving.
I know some people are listening. I've had people make adjustments mid race, so I tend not to give out details that are too killer.
Do you ever tell them to pull into the pits and have their blinker fluid changed?
Sometimes.
Dude,
No.
you've been driving around with your left blinker on the entire race. What's going on with you? All right, here we go. Back up front, the battle. The 73 trying to take down Sean Stratton, but it's Braden Beatty. He's got a good little lead as he throws it into turn 3.
Oh, this is a good setup. He just needs to get that nose really close, and yeah, see, look at that. He's listening.
Starting to take that carousel up the hill.
Yeah, beautiful run. And I believe that's going to take us to our comp caution as we go up to lap 11.
Right. It's going to be lap 11. Caution comes out halfway through this one. Time to re-rack and restack. There it is. We're going to get everybody stacked up again. So it's Braden Beatty, Sean Stratton, Braden Chiramonte, Cohen Crawford, Corbin Wells are top 5. Chance Haugen in 6th. In 7th, looks like we've got Talon Martin, Zach Hillman, Daryl Gibson, Michael Loomis, Donald Holger, Andrew Carlson, really far down, Michael Gilbert, and you see them still going down there, Ronald Zwicky, Jason Sadrowski, Aaron Schneider. And it looks like Rose Lamosis and Jamie Reeby.
Yep, that's going to round us off for 20 guys out in the field. So I think we saw a pretty good battle, breakout between Sean and Braden right
Yes.
there. I think if this opportunity of the restack is going to give Braden the chance he needs to get around him and take that second place, if he can get that inside line on turn 3, we saw him chew up a lot of speed there in the sense of like really make it up before he was taking the outside line, and you can see him kind of just pacing with him. So he's definitely got the speed behind him. He just needs to tighten up his line a little bit.
Or, take a different approach into the turns, what I'm thinking.
Exactly, yeah. And I think we saw that there before. He was kind of coming through the middle. Now he was swinging out on the outside and trying to cut in and get that nose to scrape
And
that
if you don't
K-rail.
have anybody right in front of you and you got somebody chasing, that's why you want to do it. You want to take the fastest line you can.
Yeah.
In real life, I've seen the guys in the Pro 4s literally, right before that turn, they pitch it back and in sideways, and their nose just stays around the K-rail perfectly.
That's beautiful.
And then just slightly as they come out of the apex, hit it straight down the hill. It's poetry in motion.
Yeah.
Kyle LeDuc, one of the best I've seen do that.
To have that much control over a car is it's amazing.
The Rob McCackerns, the Kyle LeDucs, the Carl Renner-Zenners in real life.
All right, looks like the lights are off on the truck.
All right, getting back here to our B main, halfway through.
Let me just double check as the truck swings around.
Once again, top 4 will transfer.
I was incorrect. The lights are still on.
Lights are still on.
Yep, we got one more to go.
And nobody's home.
No.
I know a few people like that.
I really want to see that pace truck really race. I think he would have the best chance. He might even have a chance at beating at beating Peterson.
Well, I think all the rules have gone out the window when it comes to the pace truck.
I really want to know what they have in that truck.
I think it's the spirit of Gary Lane, the man who drives ours at the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series. He's had more laps than anybody on these tracks, I believe.
Looks like we're having a couple people clip out. 1 second. And now it looks like they're all going to start stacking up and getting ready for it.
Pace truck still out on the track.
Oh, and we have someone going for the pits.
Was that Cheromani?
No, Cheromani is green.
Oh,
I
no, that
believe
was... Oh, my goodness.
that was our lead runner. That was Betty.
Beatty.
And I think that's maybe because he was blinking. I don't know. He's trying to get his internet straightened up. Or he didn't set fuel, because these are open setups. He could have put a light amount of fuel.
Oh, so you can actually control how much fuel you run in this.
Exactly. You control fuel, shocks, rebound, how soft they are. There's with these. I think you even get gearing ratio. Yeah, you get gearing ratios too.
You got a little guy out there grooving the tires too.
I wish. Grooving the tires. That's, I believe, in the future. Hopefully they release that, but we'll see what
That would
happens.
be pretty cool.
I want different tire sets. I really do.
You groove it for, we're going to get... I want to see be able to have rain in this race.
Oh.
Be able to set the tires and groove them up for mud.
I need a new PC for that. To produce all those water droplets.
Oh, yeah. Well, it could be after the rain.
And here we go.
And we are green. Oh, no, a couple of drivers pull off in the pits.
I believe they are probably low on fuel too.
Yeah, Chiramonte. And it looks like Martin up in the second. Wells down to third.
Uh-oh.
Crawford still strong in fourth. Braden Beatty now up to fifth as he rejoins the field. Zach Hillman, Andrew Carlson in seventh. Daryl Gibson in eighth. Chantal in ninth. And then Michael Gilbert in 10th.
Look at that battle. Those guys were nose to nose up that whole corner.
And the battle right now is second, third, and fourth.
Setting up for that inside line. Can he complete it?
Talon Martin running that R.J. Anderson replica paint job on there, the Rockstar Energy and Razor from last year. Looking good. Beatty back now into fourth. Crawford just outside the qualifying to the A main. And look at Talon Martin come, making a big run. Moved all the way to third place. Corbin Wells holding on to second.
And he's going for the inside. Overshoots.
He just threaded the eye of the needle.
Look at that. Beautiful run. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
You got it. Oh, that was worth it to watch that.
Oh my gosh. And he's still fighting for it. Look at him go.
Talon Martin, no stranger to the podium in the kart divisions. Now showing his wherefall in throw 4. Already starting to pitch that thing sideways there. Braden Beatty trying to challenge him back once again. Wells in the last qualifying position there, but Crawford on him. Back on board right now.
And it looks like Beatty's setting up that inside run. And he's going to go ahead and throw a little slide job.
Oh, Beatty, you're losing a little bit there at Martin.
Uh-oh.
Door slams him.
Hey, he's hooked on his fender.
Listen to the roar of the big bores of these machines as they roll down out of turn number 2. Cheramani out on his lonesome out front. Beatty and Martin battling. Martin in second. Beatty in third. Wells by himself in fourth. And look at this, Zach Hillman starting to make it up. Into 5th place now as he's moved to the middle of the field.
And he overshot that corner. Oh,
yeah,
that's a
big
bummer.
Time.
That happens when you got someone running behind you and you get a little nervous.
And Beatty slid right underneath him and took that position away. You're right.
Yeah, your braking just goes off, and those jumps, they don't give you any chance to reestablish yourself.
It's almost like you're backing off the throttle there when you're coming through that turn. That's where you got to stay on a little bit.
Yeah, for me, I found it the best way is to tap the brake as you hit each jump.
Tap.
To pull that nose back down so it stays hooked, because it just wants to fly up.
And of course, when you get the suspension on weights there and you try to rotate, it's going to slide you out. There's no weight for these tires to dig in.
Oh no!
I think it's a real life example. Whoa!
And that's
where did it be? He just disappeared and came back.
Looks like his internet's coming back to get him. 5 laps to go.
We're starting to spread out now here with the last couple laps to go in this B main here.
We'll hop in the gyro cam so you guys can see how much it rocks for these guys.
And you can see pretty cool there. Beatty running that Sparco backed machine up front of our onboard of Talon Martin. So this is where if you had one of the sims that moved, you'd be.
This is what you would. Yeah,
rocking.
this would. I would hate to see one of those sims on the pro trucks, because that you'd be rock senseless.
You know what? No difference than them normally driving like that.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness!
Uh-oh. Sorry about that if you get dizzy.
Wow, that was a shocker right there.
Yeah, that's.
Boy, that just changed the landscape.
That just changed the whole race
of this race for sure. Corbin Wells, Zach Hillman, Braden Cheramani now in third. Cohen Crawford back up to fourth. Braden Beatty and Talon Martin, unfortunately, deep in the field now.
And with only 3 laps to go with the caution out, that's going to be rough. I think we should roll that back and take a quick look at that carnage.
That was absolutely crazy. Seeing the vision, I think I actually jumped. Myself.
I saw that happening.
I thought I was in the truck with Braden.
I saw it happening and it scared me. I was like, oh no, I can't do anything about it. All right, let's see if I can lock back onto him. There we go.
Make him disappear.
Exactly. All right,
there we go. Talon Martin in the Rockstar Energy machine. Braden Beatty in the red and black, number 69.
Yeah, as they come up this hill, I saw 2 cars rolled over. Yep. Here we go. And then boom. Yeah.
He must have spun out.
Yeah, it looks like he had prior damage. Let me see if I can get a different camera going.
Well, caution flag out with 3 laps as we watch some of this carnage unfold here. That brought the caution out. Riding the K-Rail right there, off the Lucas Leap.
Oh, yeah, so we had a collision between 2 of the cars,
the
go. 24 and the 45, and those guys were probably running in the back. Yeah, that's a bummer.
In real life, that'd be a long tumble down that hill, too.
Yeah.
So as we go back to the action here with the caution flag out. We're going to see a green, then we're going to see a white, and then we're going to see a checker.
That's correct. Well, I thought they were right there. There we go.
Pace track back out. Corbin Wells in the 995. The 420 of Zach Hillman. 548 of Colin Crawford. Joe Gibson in the 58. Braden Cherubani in the 73. The top 5. 4 will transfer.
Now, do you think Braden's going to be able to make it back up there in those 3 laps?
I think it's a good possibility.
It's a possibility, but he is running a really fast time, and so is Sean. You can see him right there. They're 5 and 6. But to beat the pack, especially with a group of guys behind you,
he's
that are
only got to get 1 position. Now, would that make Daryl Gibson very happy?
No,
not so much.
Not at all.
Zach Hillman, very stoked to be in second right now. Corbin Wells, looking good in that Polaris Razor.
Now, it does look like, I believe Braden came out with a brand new truck, so definitely got a faster pair on that, which is going to help out because a lot of these guys probably still have damaged trucks. So if we look at the front runners, Corbin looks decently clean.
This Polaris Razor back machine looks pretty good.
Zach's been beaten up a little bit. Looks like he's missing his front left fender. And looks like they're rolling into a green.
Yeah, I'm a little confused here because they're switching them around there. I'm going to get it back right into position here.
Yep,
here we go. Off, and we're green once again. Here we go. Turn number 1. It's Wells. Cherumani all the way up into first. What happened there?
Looks like they are throwing out another green. Or, sorry, another caution.
I think somebody was a little quick on the acceleration there.
Possibly. Now, something that does happen, admins do have control since they took off local cautions, which means that the iRacing itself doesn't actually call the cautions. It's the admins of the race. So what happens if we have iRacing doing it, what'll happen is every time someone touches a wall, a caution comes out, which is horrible.
I'm seeing some of the chat going on there. See Matt Brister, the monkey, jumping in there. He goes, oh, that's definitely Gary in the truck. He's followed him around a few times. Gary's got a lead foot. We love him. Gary Lean, one of the fastest guys on speedway bike too, at like 77 years old. He'll kick our butts.
Yeah, no, you won't catch me on one of those
or
things.
He's 170, I don't know, something like that. He's still fast.
He's old man time itself.
Oh yeah. Don't make the youngsters cry by beating them.
There's sometimes experience, just it outweighs everything. And looks like these guys are trying to catch up to that pace truck. Man, that thing's fast.
That's what I'm saying. It's Gary Lane. Pretty cool. Brian Baker watching from Bink Designs. What's up, Bink? It's pretty cool. Good friend of mine, Sean Osher, and I brought back a iconic magazine, Dirt Sports, and kind of renamed it Dirt Sports World. And this is going to be what we're going to be doing next month in our magazine, is covering the iRacing short course league with Connor Berry and Horseshoe and all these drivers. Got to throw a special shout out to Pink Designs that actually designed our logos for us and do a lot of great artwork. So thank you, buddy. We love it. You could be a guy that they start paying to design some of your trucks out there.
Oh, yeah. Looks like they're taking off.
And I see a little bit of throttle going on, but the pace truck's still loading up into turn number 1. The lights are still on.
Yeah, he is fast. These guys still can't catch him.
I'm wondering what's going on. Why are we going so...
They might have had some lap cars, so they're trying to catch up.
Well,
but for the shootout, it doesn't...
fuel here?
I don't know, but for the shootout, it doesn't make any sense. I'd love to pull in one of the admins right now, but I'm going to hold off on that because they're probably busy trying to settle something. We did. Oh, you know what it might have been? Is we had that accident. So they might be trying to straighten out that accident that happened.
For the ambulance to show up and
possibly
transport another ambulance.
Yeah, and I think there he is rolling him out.
A guy got thrown out of his sim tonight.
Yeah. No, it could have been that that accident we saw on that straight number 2, the climb. I'm just gonna name it the mountain climber. Or the cliffhanger, maybe.
Looks like they're trying to get everybody reordered, though, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Some people got out of position. That happens quite a bit. It doesn't happen so much in our trucks. Usually the kart class. Oh, wait a minute. These are all my kart kids. It makes total sense now, guys. No worries. All right, here we go.
All right, that truck
Chase
is
truck
hauling.
off, and we are green. Germani, Wells, Hillman, Crawford.
Oh,
look at this.
Corbin trying to play some defense and keep his position.
Is that who went over there? I did not see out of turn 1. That's okay at this point right now with a couple laps to go. It's Germani. The big wheelie out of the 69.
Great control.
Beatty.
Good recovery. That's a dangerous one to recover from.
Up the carousel they go, up the hill. Brings them onto the corkscrew, as we like to call it. And then down the big hill. Speeds of over 100 miles an hour out of these Pro 4s. White flag will be coming out. There it is, the white flag. 1 lap to go.
Oh, we have a
Bringing
send
up
from
back
both
in
those
there.
drivers. Nice slide job.
Oh, Braden Beatty moves him to second. Germani still at command.
Uh-oh. Beatty starts
like
to blink.
Wells got it back, though.
It might be because he's blinking a little bit.
It's still the 69 of Beatty. Up the carousel they run. The final lap. Germani, Beatty, Wells, Crawford, the top 4. Gibson just outside the bubble. And here it is, the one to the checkered flag. Oh, Randall, what a great race.
Yeah, this has been insane for all these guys. Ups and downs for Braden. He's
highs, lows, emotional.
I think he might have cried during the race too. I would have cried if I ran into someone pretty much 4 laps to the finish.
There's no crying in short course.
Oh no, I would have teared up on that one. My race was over.
Well, how about this? It's going to be Germani, Beatty, Wells, and just slid in there, Cohen, Crawford. Good job, Cohen. Daryl Gibson just outside. Talon Martin, a solid performance here. But I'll tell you, so many of these drivers are doing an incredible job.
All right, let's.
I'm stoked to see Andrew Carlson in there, our Jacobus, Jason Zadrowski, one of our official photographers for the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series. He does an awesome job.
I'm looking for a driver so I can pull him in real fast. Braden, are you in chat? I don't see you. I'm sorry if I... Nope. Keaton. We had everyone redo their names. If I miss you guys, I apologize. We have a limited time for the Pro 2, or sorry, for the main B main
interviews, and then we're going to be on to the A main here.
Yep, and I...
Looks like we're getting ready to...
Yeah, it looks like the 8-minute gap that we're supposed to have is no longer there.
Okay. And it looks like we got an invert here.
That is correct. We're gonna have a. Actually, I don't know how many they're doing. I was not given that, so I can't spoil it for everyone.
Well, I'm looking for where Cameron Peterson was and Trenton Briley, because I know those were the 2 top qualifiers.
Let's pull it up. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be skipping the B-Main interviews. If anyone was listening and was part of the B-Main and got podium, please wait till after the race, and we'll pull you guys in.
Wait a minute.
Oh, hold up.
Are we running a CBN?
That's what I'm seeing right now.
Hey guys, can I get a quick check?
Yeah, you're here.
What is up, you guys? This is our heat 2. We had a B main or main C or something we can call it.
That's what I'm going to say.
We had so many cars tonight, so we actually had to do a C main.
So how many are we pulling out of the C and the B to go to the A?
Yep, the top 2 of this race will make it into main A, the top race.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yep.
This is the C main.
Thank you for the heads up, and we'll work with it.
Thank you, Zach.
Yep.
Appreciate
Good luck,
that.
everybody. Thank you guys for all watching as well.
So we got Mikey Lawrence out there, Keaton Krieger, Christopher Hamilton, Justin Fleming, Corbin Leverton, John Zimmer, Matthew, looks like Matthew Lasher.
Sorry about that. Just reorganized the list for you.
Jr., Kane Martin, Austin Farner, Joe Graham, Trent Shelton, Levi Klatt, Joe Gibb, John Amort, Sean Kelly.
And I have one of my favorite drivers up there, Christopher Hamilton, rocking the Death by Moose Media paint scheme. Look at that silver beauty.
Oh, so there is payola in this.
He does it for free.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love it.
he's been a great supporter. Oh no!
And it
Seven.
looks like the 7 there, yeah. Looks like Matthew Lasher doing his little pirouette there out of turn number 2. But Mikey Lawrence hammered down that Lawrence equipment back machine. If you're not familiar with Lawrence equipment, you ever had a tortilla?
I have.
It could have been made by Lawrence equipment.
Most likely was.
They do it for all of them. I know a lot of the grocery store chains do a lot of private labeling for them too. Great family.
I would not pass up a good tortilla or a good taco.
Yeah, that's why I always love that family. Yeah, they're good people. Of course, his family big into racing. You know, they've been involved. Of course, Mikey drives a trophy truck in the desert. Former Pro Light driver. Now racing a Pro 4-year in iRacing. Christopher Hamilton, though, your buddy.
Yeah.
Looking good. He's right on Mikey's butt, I'll tell you. He's on his back porch.
He's a good driver. He actually he comes from sim racing with monster trucks. Is his background? Is where he started.
Do they really have a sim racing monster truck?
They have a sim racing monster truck. It's not iRacing. This is all created by some of the drivers themselves.
Sunday.
Yeah, and he loves monster trucks. So
Domingo.
that's his dream is actually to become a monster truck driver. So.
Well, I know some drivers that actually came out of this. You know, a guy named Todd the Duke. It's won a few world championships. I know he came from off-road racing.
And it looks like we have 2 good battles breaking up, one for first and second, and also, oh no, we got to roll.
Oh no, there we go.
Oh, and he straightened it out.
Can he hold on to that position here?
I don't think so.
Hamilton trying to keep the hammer down. Krieger looking to the inside. Momentum is going to be Krieger's friend.
Yeah, and Krieger has to fend off 2 Death by Moose Media paint schemes right now. Hamilton's friend, John Zimmer, out there.
Zimmer, yep.
Yep. No, Hamilton regaining that speed. Look at that. Deciding to go with the outside run. He's staying hot on his tail.
Almost doing a little drafting maneuver there. You got to wonder, though, with over 100 miles an hour, drafting may come into play on the front straightaway of this track.
I think it does a little bit.
I don't think I've ever seen it on any other track at Lucas Oil off-road races other than here. 110, Keaton Krieger there. He's got the Mickey Thompson sponsorship on the side.
And Mikey Lawrence is just running away with it. Look at him go.
Not surprised.
Yeah, but he's got, a battle taken up behind him, and that's going to hold back the second place driver. So it's definitely, giving that guy the opportunity just to run away with it.
And that's what you want a lot of times is, the guy's battling behind you, worrying about the guy behind you or in front of you. It's really going to affect as you're trying to block from the guy passing, and then you're trying to chase the guy that's blocking you.
Get a little
onside
rear view.
There we go. Beautiful shot there.
As these guys try to hunt him down.
Krieger.
And I think Krieger.
Does he have a free Joe Exotic on the side there?
Oh my gosh, he does.
The Tiger King.
The Tiger King. Great series. I had a fun time.
It's a little disturbing watching it, though.
It is, but it's a little sad too, because the last reel where they show him kind of where he started and what he became, that's a bummer.
From nothing to jail.
Yep.
Did he kill Carol? Is the question.
No, but I believe Carol killed her husband.
He's fed him to the Tigers.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
All right, let's see if we can catch any more battles coming out through the field.
But right now it's Mikey Lawrence and Keaton Krieger looking to go to the main event, but the two Death by Moose Media trucks, Zimmer and Hamilton, right behind them. So it's Krieger on the bubble. Lawrence looking to go to the dance.
Yeah. And Krieger's got a lot on his hands right now. He's doing a great job, though. Yeah, he's doing a great job hammering down, keeping the distance. And the only dangerous part is when they hit that comp caution, he's going to have to come back and play some more defense.
You can really hear that when they land. You can hear the motors bog down a little bit, the suspension. You can hear the dirt clods hitting the cameras. And we're, of course, back on board there, Keaton Krieger.
Great line into that turn one. Look at that. Keeps that front tire just pretty much hooked onto that K-rail. Wraps around it.
That's
nice
what you
smooth.
want to do.
Yeah. Especially when you're up in that front pack where you have a little bit of leeway.
It's almost like you set a pole and you pivot around that pole.
Yeah. You want to anchor
or
that front tire a
slide by
little bit.
the nose of the pole,
Yep.
I have literally seen Kyle LeDuc have the truck sideways going up the hill, and he is totally perpendicular to the wall as he goes and slides that nose around. I don't think I've ever seen anybody else do that.
Looks like we have a battle building up mid-pack right now. Caden Martin and Justin Fleming. And Joe Gibb. They're a little spread out, but they were coming up pretty hard on that turn 3.
Down the hill they go.
Side by side.
Cade Martin there in a replica paint scheme, though, of his vehicle. Him and Austin Fleming. The Martin boys always run that red and black. Looking good.
Oh, no! Stall!
158 of Fleming goes around, and unfortunately, Cade Martin making a little bit of a mistake there, stalling it. Was that the announcer's jinx?
No, it was not.
Okay. I didn't jinx you, Cade.
You know what happens, though? You come into that power slide, and it grabs, especially with the track where it's rubbered in like that.
Then we got Joe Graham and Austin Farner, Mr. Fish Distance, who's had a love-hate relationship with his computer and simulator over iRacing.
What is he having problems with?
Well, he's in the C main.
Oh.
I'm not going to elaborate.
I'm pretty sure that is that's driver error.
Oh, okay. Austin Fishfarner gives a lot of information out on a lot of the desert races and does a lot of little shows. Very awesome. Looks like Sean Kelly having a little glitching problem there. Looks like Zimmer dropping down a little deeper in the field, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. What happened to him? Oh, it looks like he had to go into the pits.
I did see a pit stop. There we go.
And, oh, no! Cregan.
And he recovers nicely.
Yeah, but look who's hot on his tail.
Christopher Hamilton. Krieger, though, is the second time he's made a mistake like that and able to recover and retain his speed.
You know, that jump coming out of that straight is really deadly. If you you go full bore on that, you'll land on your back, on your tail pretty much.
And you know what's amazing about that? I call it tail slapping.
Yeah.
It happens in real life there quite a bit.
Yeah, especially.
And it can really unsettle the truck.
Yeah, and someone that actually helped me discover that was Zach Drapkin.
Yep.
Yeah, season 1. Great role. I've never seen someone fly like that before. Just
it's
boom.
Awesome.
Sorry, Zach, had to give you some heat. It looks like we are continuing without the caution.
Well, I'm okay with that.
I am too.
The other drivers might be a little upset.
Well, sometimes you got to deal with what they hand out to you.
Yep. Is that kind of like what life is?
Exactly.
Well, an awesome way to spend a Wednesday night. Hopefully folks are enjoying the broadcast here on YouTube. Death by Moose Media. Of course, again, thanks to Connor Berry getting this iRacing short course set up. And, of course, thanks to Lucas Oil for being involved with all their great sponsors that have made this iRacing game possible. Like the General Tires, one of the biggest sponsors across the board for Lucas Oil, and I want to thank them. And of course, Tech the Harvest, Rockstar Energy. has been great. Oh no! Dean Wheeler Jr. up and over. Wasn't so much in a position. Just going for a ride though, but he was in the top 5.
And he's trying to recover.
Of course, Geico, Lucas Oil Racing TV, big part of it.
I heard they could save you some money.
That's right. 15 seconds, 15 minutes could change everything and save you 15%.
Exactly. Geico, please sponsor us.
Yes, there you go. I'd like to get General Tire in here.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Get my good friends at Ultra Wheels involved again.
Well, they are sponsoring the series.
Yeah. Very happy with my rims.
Yeah, they're amazing.
I'm sporting the Ultra Wheels, Ultra Motorsports shirt right now.
Well, as this field spreads out, let's go ahead and tap into the front runner, Mikey Lawrence over there.
I almost forgot he's so far out.
You know, he's having to race through the pack, though. That's the most dangerous thing as being the first place guy is when you start lapping people.
You just gotta just kind of like, you know, wide berth, go around, stay away from people. They start to race with you, back off.
And that's one thing as being a driver out on the track.
It's hard.
It's hard not to want to fight back when the first place is coming up behind you because it's a little insulting.
Well, you could really see how he had that thing cranked over and it was still wanting to push forward.
Yeah.
It took a second for it to bite. You can see when you get on your brakes and transfer a little bit of that weight and get that bite down. There it is. Even though it's four-wheel drive, you got to get those wheels down to make sure they bite. Yeah, Kyle Duke, reverse entry Duke, yeah. He could back that thing in literally up the hill.
You know, that's one thing I like about actually seeing some of the races go out without any cautions is just how the field stretches out, how some of the drivers now it becomes a one-on-one with themselves and not really with, you know, who's in front of them or who's behind them. It's mainly just a time attack. You know, how fast can you go? Can you stay consistent? And can you get around all the other slower drivers?
Well, it's you and your truck against the rest of the track and trying to keep people from hitting you.
Yeah, it gets scary. You know, it's one thing to defend off people just from behind you. It's another thing to just go after and attack those people.
Yeah, most definitely. I agree with you on that one.
And the 53 sending it out of there.
You can see Lawrence sliding down the inside, making easy work through this traffic right now, avoiding a lot of the problems. Is he coming up on, let's see, what position? Is that Cade Martin?
I can't tell. He does not have numbers ticked on for him, so he's a blank slate.
No, that is not Cade then. Oh, Lawrence, a little contact, letting somebody know he's coming by. Yeah, there's a blank straight with no numbers on it.
Yeah, I know they had some recent entries, so those guys were not assigned numbers just yet, at least not on their cars.
Okay, 53 or 83. 53, that was Levi Cloudy just went by. So that might have been Joe Graham or Cade Martin, actually.
Possibly.
Yeah, because it looked like Cade with black and the yellow. Very similar to their paint schemes on their carts in real life. But Cade had a number on his, so it might be him in front of him.
Uh-oh, going sideways there.
I think that's what he's going after now.
That was 156, I believe, or no, 158. Yeah, that's
Fleming.
I think that's Fleming blinking. Yeah. Nope, I see a 5. That's Austin Farner, the 115.
Ah, Fish.
Yep, he just passed Fish.
He's ghosting. Great onboard shot there of Mikey Lawrence. Oh, hard hit there. Really great seeing how his suspension setups are.
A little bit of fish selling out there, trying to gain control. 5 laps to go. And Mikey's got it in the bag. Oh, no.
He's getting a little fight back from that lapper.
Just doesn't want to give it up. Oh, giving him the push. I think he caught a little bit of that K-rail, and that's what lifted him over. That's a bummer.
Well, you know, You got a leader coming up, but it's hard to tell sometimes if it is a leader coming on, but you should never try and race the leader.
That's correct. For anyone that doesn't know, there is actually a relative overlay for iRacing. So for anyone that's driving that's never turned it on, I believe it's F3 or F4, that will turn on the relative, so you can actually see where you're positioned. There's one that shows you the top 8 or top 10. There's one that shows you where you're positioned and who's coming up behind you. That way, if you have someone, you can always check your relative. Thank you, Jonathan Platt, for that.
Very cool.
He's taught me that every single time before 2 seconds of coming up right behind me, yelling, check your relative, and then surprising me. So I had to learn that the hard way.
Well, here comes Mikey Lawrence up the carousel one more time, and Lawrence equipment on the side. King Shocks on top of that truck. The sponsors are showing there, and of course, King Shocks working real well for him out in first place here. Definitely looking to go to the dance here. 4 laps to go for Lawrence, Krieger, Leverton, Fleming, Gibb, Dean Wheeler Jr., Joe Graham.
He is fighting for that position. Look at him go.
Krieger really wants that position there for sure. Only top 2 go to the main.
Yeah, and it looks like we lost both Christopher Hamilton and John Zimmer, and I think they were probably expecting that comp caution, and it didn't roll out for them.
Are you thinking it's a gas thing, tire thing?
I'm pretty sure it's a gas thing. A lot of these guys that they plan for whatever the case is, they'll go pretty light on fuel, just get that extra speed out there.
You know, in real life we don't take fuel in a caution, so I don't know why you wouldn't sim. Just saying.
It's just how they have it set up.
I mean, we have run races where the guys were actually with so many caution laps. Whoa!
Yeah.
Big time blow there by Leverton as he goes sliding up into the K-rail.
I believe we call that a swing and a miss.
Yeah. Bada, swing and a miss. But getting back to that, you know, they run the fuel, and we've had so many cautions in the past that the trucks we were worried about them running out of fuel.
Yeah.
That, I can see that scenario happening.
Two laps to go. Mikey Lawrence in the lead, holding it strong.
Here we are. Final lap here. The white flag is out. Mikey Lawrence sliding around. You hear him going through that gear shift.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting that lever. Now, these guys in the Sims, are they running a shift on this, or?
Are you talking about H pattern, sequential, or paddles? I honestly don't know.
Sequential is what the trucks have.
Some people have sequentials. I've seen a lot of shifters. We can talk about them as they cross through into the finish.
Okay. Well, here it is, the checkered flag and the win, and to the dance goes Mikey Lawrence.
Beautiful run.
And still waiting for a gaggle of vehicles to come by here. Keaton Krieger right there. He's going to the dance. So it's Mikey Lawrence in the 85, then the 110 of Keaton Krieger. Corbin Leverton in the 534 rounds out the podium for the C main. Unfortunately, not going to the A main. Justin Fleming in 4th. And 5th is going to be Joe Gibb.
Wow.
Wow, it's right.
What a run. And, you know, a little bit of a hiccup, but that's fine. It happens. That's, you know, we're having pretty much record-breaking, I would say, sign-ups for these races.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. I mean, this is a great league. That's so, and you can see everybody was serious about it. They're not, hey, I'm trying to take out my buddy. I mean, they're actually taking this seriously, and that's what we want to see.
Yeah, no, they're doing a great job out there, and that's one thing I want to mention is, you know, this is just season 2 of short course, and Connor's put in a lot of time and a lot of effort. He's had a help from some people to really get this organized, and honestly, between season 1 and season 2, I think season 2 is going to be a blowout. Once we get kind of hammered down with all the drivers and where it's going from there, it just keeps growing.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. So, we're now at, 3 mains? Most likely what will happen is we'll have a subdivision open up, I think. That
we're going to run a regional series.
We might need to. I think that just needs to happen because we have a lot going on, and it's every round has been something different. And
Very cool. Hey, good friend of mine, Rat Salt, chiming in there. Getting ready for Rat's Off-Road Nights, Off-Road Expo, the May 23rd and 24th in Del Mar. We're hoping that's all going to go awesome because it's a great event.
All right, looks like warm-up is going for the next race.
For more information, you can always go to dirtsportsworld.com for all the events that are been rescheduled and upcoming.
All right, should we bring in some of the guys? We do have 8 minutes to burn.
I would like to talk to some people.
All right, who would you like to bring in?
Surprise me.
All right.
Are we going to go from that earlier main or this main? What are we calling it? The B main, the A main, the C main?
You want as let's see.
Cool. How many do we have in the A main?
It's hard to tell. There's a lot. Let me. Oh, they are fast forwarding it. Apparently, we don't get to talk to anyone.
Okay.
You know, let's bring in Trent and Barley real fast. Where does they do the pace? Hey, Trent, this is Boothie. Copy.
Yep.
Do you mind a quick interview?
Yeah, let's make it quick though.
You got it.
No, I'm going to make it a really long one, bud. Come on, you can talk and drive. So, Trent, how you doing, man?
We go green right off the bat. I'm doing good, man.
I'll throw you in right when you hit that corner.
So, a little question here. I know, a little hiatus from racing. Then you got back in, do a little UTVs. Now it's iRacing, and I'll tell you, good thing you jumped into it because that's all we could do right now.
Yeah, man, I'm stoked I got a part of it about a year ago. Stoked to be a part of it. It's a lot of fun, man.
All right. Thank you, man. We're going to throw you back.
All right, cool.
He's just pacing.
Well, it's about to go green for him. We'll go ahead and sit with him as he drives through.
We're going to take a look at through Trenton's eyes here. And, wow, Luke Knupp. Okay, so it was a Ford version. Cameron Peterson was the top qualifier. Trent Biley was second. And then you got Mickey Thomas and Luke Knupp.
As the field re-racks.
Well, I was hoping that's what it was here. And we're green.
Looks like we're missing Cameron Peterson. Oh, no, Cameron Peterson running in 10th place. He got caught up in that.
Going up the hill.
Yeah, wow.
So it's Luke Knupp there, Trenton Briley, Ethan Ebert, Mickey Thomas, and Roland Johns, and Zach Drapkin, followed by Matt Miller, Robert Hornsby, Brock Hager, and Cameron Peterson. So maybe you just got to get in Cameron's way to get him through the field, but we also watched him work his way through the field after the caution last out of round number 2.
Yeah, and you can see right there, that was the invert. They had an invert, and that rolled him back. So now he's got a lot to go with.
So Luke Knupp, the Ultra Wheels Ultra Motorsports driver, out front. Trenton Briley in second. Ethan Ebert, Luke Knupp's teammate there. Then you got Mickey Thomas, Roland Johns, Zach Drapkin running for FabTech and Redline Oil. Trying to get some of the other sponsors here.
Roland Johns doing a good job going up that hill, taking the outside line.
Roland's been a real strong performer, too.
Yeah. And with every race, he's been getting better. So a lot of these guys we've seen, throughout the season and this season in each race, they're improving by leaps and bounds. Throughout the week, I pop on to do video editing for other leagues and stuff like that. And I almost every day see these guys running laps and practicing.
That's important here.
Yeah. And for long periods of time. I'm talking a good 4 or 5 hours a day. Sometimes they'll sit down and run laps with each other in practice. It's pretty amazing.
There you see Ebert now in the third there. Thomas and his Mystic Lubricants back to 4. Zap Drapkin in the red line. And FabTech Machine rounding out our top 5. Then we got Matt Miller, Brock Hager, Robert Hornsby, Kevin Heitritter. I want to say that's Holden Heitritter there.
That's correct.
And I gotta get whether it's Brody or Trey. I think it's Brody Engelson. There's a Trey in the 590. Drawing a blank.
And you can see right there, Trenton doing a great job trying to shove his nose into those corners and get Luke out of the way. Look at that. Oh, getting a little too close to that K-rail.
They rode the wall, in fact. And keeping an eye on some of the racers that raced their way into the main event. Mikey Lawrence, they're running back in 16th. And look at this. Where is Cameron Peterson going? Backwards. Roland Johns.
Oh.
Also deep in the field. Braden Chiramonte. And what's going on? Where's Leighton Kramer?
Leighton Kramer, he's running 24th right now.
He's our
and I think we just saw him roll out. And the number one, yeah, he might have had a false start.
Yeah, he had that brand new paint scheme on there.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice neon colors. Let's get a better view of that.
Looks like a bass lure. Might have to do some with the sponsor. I don't know.
Possibly. Critical hit. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the old, I want to say, was it the 80s jet ski colors? Or the 90s jet ski colors where they did a lot of the purples?
Yeah. What are you trying to say?
Hey. I had a
that was my era.
I had a 750. All right, okay. I had a purple 750.
I had the Oakley blades and the neon and Caltrans colors.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Pink and the Dayglow yellows. Neon purples, teals.
And we are on
90s.
caution.
That's 90s.
It's 90s, yeah. And we're on caution.
So caution flag out. It's Luke Knupp and Trenton Briley. Ethan Ebert. Zach Drapkin up to 4th. Miller now in 5th. Brock Hager still sitting a strong 6th with Robin Hornsby in 7th. Holden Heitwitter in 8th. And Elliott Watson. Big shout out. It was just Elliott Watson's birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Linda. That's pretty cool. He gets to share her birthday with his mom.
That is pretty awesome.
So we got Brayden Beatty there. He raced his way into this. Colton Burns in 11th. I want to say 590. Is that Trey? Somebody want to help me here. I don't have my sheets with me.
Yeah, that's one thing. Is it whoever's?
Well, I know it's the Egg brothers. You know, Brooke and Trey. Casey's mom, I know that. She can't be racing both cars.
I think the sheets are right over there for the driver list.
I actually have them in my...
Oh, sorry about that.
I have it in my truck. As we look through here, still under caution flag, 7 in the books. 22 make up the distance here once again.
And for anyone in Southern California, it is a hot day today. Wow.
I just think because we're not acclimated to it.
I should have turned on the AC.
No, I had the windows open in the house all day and the doors, enjoying the breeze.
That's the problem with living in a little valley. And I don't get any breeze, not too often.
Well, we're here in an undisclosed bunker.
Yeah.
Here in Fullerton, California. But yeah, I know I live right up above the park. Got a nice little breeze.
Yeah, you got nice flat land going towards you.
This just blows right up from the beach to my house.
It's beautiful. You can just smell the beach, the seagulls.
Either that or they found my truck. That's why I use Lucas Slick Mist.
I believe that,
so
or you could use
my paint.
That, or you could use Super Clean.
Now you want to have good wax on there.
Yeah.
Good clear wax. All right, pace truck still out of the track, still cleaned up, getting them all repositioned here.
And it looks like the pace truck's lights. Let's see if we can get a good angle on it. Sometimes he's elusive. And his lights are off, so we'll be going green.
Next time around, a little long on the cautions, but something we got to deal with, unfortunately. It's Luke Knupp out front and the Ultra Wheels machine. Trenton Briley in the 17. I still want to call him the CalGuard machine, but family for many years with CalGuard. Incotech, I remember it well. Ethan Ebert, also one of the Ultra Motorsports, Ultra Wheels drivers, Zach Rapkin, Fab Tech, and Redline Oil. We got Matt Miller, Brock Hager. Let's see what Brock's running on there. The Maxis is one of his big sponsors. Oh,
here we go.
We still have the Calguard on there. Ah, love it. All right, here we are. Green, green, green once again. Canup, Riley, Ebert, Miller, Drapkin, and Hager.
Oh, Drapkin getting sideways.
Oh boy, that's a real life situation for sure.
Especially coming off those jumps.
Oh yeah, definitely see a lot of the guys that get in the binders. Truck gets pitched sideways, and then all of a sudden you get tagged from the front nose to the rear nose and get spun.
Luckily, you can rely on your trucks next to you to get you straight.
Yeah, but for sure the Calguard on the side of Trent Briley is great to see that still.
All those guys hitting their marks very well.
Off the corkscrew.
Nice two-wheeler there.
Brock Hager, of course, a multi-time Lucas Oil off-road racing champion, UTV class, and also Desert championships under his belt, or waste wins, I should say now.
And I think Trenton's getting ready for a takeover. You can see him pushing the line almost every turn now.
He's really up in the back pocket of Canup as they head up the carousel, up the hill.
And we have a caution out. That's a bummer. He was so close. He had it.
Well, this is something in disbelief. Cameron Peterson has found his kryptonite.
Racing through a pack. It happens, though.
Yep.
And it looks like he's out.
See, I'm loving the in lights there.
Yeah.
The caution light there. And
that helps out.
That's Specialty Electronics. Give them a plug because that's what makes them for the real trucks.
Now, how do they attach those? Are they on, I'm assuming, a radio frequency that they just flip?
Yeah, they also have lights
awesome.
around the track.
Yeah.
That so in each corner they go around, they'll see a green, red, or yellow.
Mm-hmm.
These lights will either go green, red, or yellow.
That's awesome.
And it's all done by race control. Even though that way, if the driver loses communication,
he knows
you
what's
still have
going
a
on.
visual. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And you have 2 points of visual on the track and also in your vehicle.
Yeah, that's definitely awesome.
And also the same guy that provides the big Jumbotron, same guy that makes these.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he's out of Park City, Utah.
Oh.
Peter Orthorti. We got events going again. You need a big screen?
Yeah.
Need a big screen.
Yeah.
Good friend Dave Burry watching at home, watching the action here. Uh-oh, Ethan Ebert. Oh, he pulled right back on. I thought he was heading into the pits.
He might have been going for the pits, but then realized pits was closed, maybe.
It's under caution.
Yep.
Going up, though, feeling the pressure. He's been in third. He's been a bridesmaid in second. Now, can he hold on to the pressure here to get the top spot?
Yeah.
Well, 10 laps will tell.
With Trenton Briley behind him, that's
it's a little intimidating. What about Ethan Ebert though, right there?
Yeah,
your teammate.
Yeah, that's the scary part is between you got a sandwich, you got Ethan and Luke, and then you got Trenton in the middle, and Trenton's a great driver, and it's those top three are going to be killer.
And then if these three start hitting and banging at each other,
Zach has an opportunity to smack through
Zach
too.
could be in the right position. Braden Beatty, Mikey Lawrence, look where he's at right now in 6. Angleston in the 590, also sitting very nice.
Yeah. And even some of the other guys. Look at this, Leighton Kramer from last place to 14th within a couple laps.
Very impressed. He's got a number 1 on the truck for a reason.
Yeah, no, he's going to be gunning for it. There's a lot of people in here that can still work their way up.
Is the guy that's currently sitting in second. He used to do the setup and tune for him.
Oh, and then he probably tunes for him now. Also to point out, Mikey Lawrence, 6th place.
I know, that's what I was saying.
I missed that. My bad. So, That's a field of killers right there. Those guys are going to come for him.
Well, I could have ran to the concession stand and to the Porta-John during this caution.
Yeah, I usually tell people to stand up, stretch your legs, get some hot dogs,
It's like the seventh
popcorn.
inning stretch.
Yeah.
Well, if folks want to go down to our vendors down there, we've got some great, carny food going on. You
Yep.
got fried Twinkies.
If we
we're
had
not going to do we're not doing the fair this year, so
if we had some Lawrence equipment, we could have some
tortillas.
tacos, some tortillas and tacos right now.
That's right. Quesadillas for everybody.
We could definitely use a mini grill in the office.
Where's the George Foreman grill? That's what I want to know.
Whatever happened to George Foreman? Is he still around?
He's still around.
Oh man, that guy's
along with all his daughters and sons named George too. You think I'm joking?
He named everything after himself.
Yes.
He's just the good luck.
I think he's got 2 or 3 of his kids named George.
And we're going green.
Including a girl.
Oh man, Georgina.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Little hot coming in there to slide. And Drapkin up to 3rd place. He does a nice slide job underneath Beatty and Ebert. Canup. It's a nice setup. Briley in tow. Drapkin looking underneath. And look who's also underneath them. Ebert. Banging doors. Slamming fiberglass. Up the carousel they go.
And just look at that, Leighton. You can spot him with his paint scheme coming up that mid-pack, and he's pushing his way through.
And you know what? That's what I told him. We will not miss him on the track. And you're right. We did not miss him on that move. Oh, Drapkin gets unsettled.
And there we go. Getting around Ethan Ebert there.
Drapkin underneath there. Ebert had a good run out of him on turn 2. But up the hill, looks like it was going to be Drapkin coming off the corkscrew.
Trenton still gunning for that position. Just can't get it. Can't seal the deal.
Trenton spent a lot of time on this track back in the day in a Superlight. They were Superlight based out of Reno back in the day with John Hira.
Ethan Ebert getting around Zach Drapkin. And these guys have almost identical racing lines. It's pretty amazing. Watching both Luke and Trenton go at it.
Yep.
And then look who's in 7th place.
On his way up there, Mr. Leighton Kramer, the number 1.
Let's
6
go ahead.
laps to go.
Let's watch him for a little bit as he fights his way up the field.
Nice little setup.
It's a nice slide job. Gets in there. Now he's going to cross over on him.
Eggleston, though, will have the inside line coming up the hill. Trying to squeeze it in, trying to get his nose in there.
And Mystic.
Mickey Thomas. A little confused how that happened. Mickey Thomas got up there and then back. Looks like a little glitch again.
Yeah.
There he is, 44.
Yeah, it looks like Mickey Thomas is 2 laps behind.
Oh, he's 2 laps down. That's why what happened there.
Yep.
Like, how did he get back in the battle? Actually expected him to be in the battle. And unfortunately, Mikey Lawrence now down a lap there.
Oh, man. Don't do me like that, Zach. Rooting for you, man.
Thomas, though, trying to stay out of Leighton's way there as he gave him a wide berth. Drapkin and Leighton Kramer going at it now. Kramer's got it. There's Eggleston and Thomas. Drapkin, I'm sorry, still holding on to that spot there.
He's got to start running because Leighton's catching up real fast.
5 laps to go. Here we go. Oh, a lot of speed as he slides through right underneath.
What a great move.
Drapkin.
Wow.
That's a slide job.
That was amazing. I almost didn't catch it. That's how fast it was.
He knows what that truck can do, and it looks like he was just saving this thing for the last half of the race.
Yeah. 5 laps to go. He's punching it. checking into the front line right now. Still, Luke playing some great defense against Trenton Briley. Trenton trying to find that inside line. Still.
Yeah, Trenton put that wheel right on the inside of the K-rail out of turn 1.
And you can kind of tell that Trenton's pushing a little bit faster, trying to find that opening, and just can't seem to seal the deal.
Well, it's going to come down who breaks the latest in one of these turns.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to look for a pass, probably turn 1, around 2 laps to go, is where you think he's going to go for it. Could be wrong, but I can see he's been setting them up. But I just think Luke's a little bit more in control in turn 1, so it might be tough. Here we go. 3 laps to go. Knupp, Briley, Ebert, Beatty, Kramer, Dropkin, Eggleston, Gear, Krieger, Soderoff, and Brown.
Yeah, I feel like Trenton's just missing his mark by like an inch or two. Keeps riding up that K-rail. He wants to get so close just to shave off just a little bit of time.
I don't think he's going to go for it in turn 2. I think turn 1's where he's going to have to try and make his move either the second or the very last lap. But he's been carrying a lot of speed off the corkscrew at the very top as they make the run off the hill here.
Yeah. No, he closes the gap, and then
this is where he catches up to him right here. He carries a little bit more speed.
Clean line.
Very clean there. Get a face full of dirt. Now, who's going to break later here? There he goes underneath. No.
Luke does a good job closing that door.
That's very smart about Luke right now.
Yeah, especially with 2 laps to go, you need to not have any openings. And you can see Trent still going for that opening.
Well, he knows if he's going to make a pass with 1 lap to go, he's going to have to really push it here.
Yeah, you have to.
He's got to be within inches of his rear bumper at this point. So 2 laps to go, but here comes the white flag. Luke Knupp, the Ultra Wheels. Trent Briley, the Cal Guard Machine. Or as they used to say back in the day, the Cal Guard Chevrolet. Back in the NASCAR days. Here he goes. Oh,
almost. A little bit faster.
He's going to have to really push it here for turn 2. He got close that last lap. Knupp really protecting his lines here.
And sets it up wide.
Beautiful. That was actually the way he wanted to drive that. He didn't want to carry too much speed to blow the turn, but he also wanted to slow Trenton up just a little bit.
Side by side going up into the climb up the hill. Luke trying to get his line back.
Knupp crosses over. He knows he wanted to be set up in the right position here.
Oh, man, this is going to be a close one.
The white flag is out. The checkered now says, Luke Knupp, you're no longer a bridesmaid.
Nope.
So it's Luke Knupp, Trenton Briley, and Ethan Ebert.
Wow, what a run.
We're going to bring these top 3 drivers in to talk to them.
Yes. I wrote down the C-Main winners. So if they...
Well, you know what?
We'll see what happens.
From all the racing I've been involved with over the years, but only until you get to the A-Main, you get to visit me on the podium. No, I'm just kidding.
They can talk to me then.
I'm just joking.
I have no problem talking to them.
That was a joke. Let's bring everybody in. Let's have a group chat.
Oh, man.
This was an awesome, very awesome race, I got to say. So impressed.
Yes. Wow. And that, honestly, that A-Main was really clean. That was
some great
driving.
I mean, all the main events we had tonight were incredible.
Yeah.
Very proud of all of our racers. Did an awesome job. Very clean.
All right, let's go ahead and start with Ethan Ebert. If I can find him.
So many names to go through.
Yeah, and looks like Ethan. I've seen Ethan before in the chat. Now he's gone. I'm not missing. Oh, no, there he is. All right, here we go. Ethan, this is Booth. You copy?
Oh, yep.
Well, awesome race. You and Zach dueling it out in the beginning, and then finally getting around him. How'd you feel how the car handled for you today?
Oh, that was a really crazy race because it was a really nice battle in between Zach and I was just hoping to get up on the box with my teammate Lukin up.
Hey, Ethan, I got a quick question here. We saw early on, all of a sudden, I thought you were going to duck off into the pits there, and you changed your mind last minute. Are you happy you made that decision?
Oh, yeah, that was just a move to toy with the audience.
Oh, okay. So you were just screwing with us.
Don't scare me like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, whoa, Ethan, don't go in there.
Yeah.
But an awesome race. And, you were sitting there watching Trenton and Luke, and I know you don't want anything to happen to Luke, but you're like probably thinking in your mind, come on, guys, just slow it down enough so I can get into the game.
Yeah, that was going through my mind the whole race, just trying to catch up to him and make it pass, so 1 and 2, but still happy with the third place finish.
That's pretty cool. Definitely does, bodes well for your team and the time you put in to get this performance.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Put in a lot of time on that. It really shows when you're on the racetrack and being able to keep up with the top guys.
Oh, definitely there. And, of course, the man that dominated for 2 rounds now is going to have to do some climbing up to get back up because you and Luke have been pretty consistent.
Yeah, we're trying to be consistent up here and just do good for Ultra Wheels just so they can keep sponsoring us for the rest of the year.
Oh,
yeah, I can feel that.
Awesome.
Last question. Have you guys made any changes from race to race? Just not giving away your secrets, but have you guys been, tweaking your tunes a little bit, finding some, maybe flaws or changing up how you guys drive out there?
Yeah, we're just fine-tuning just with messing around with shocks and air pressure and everything like that, and just messing around with really lines and how to pass cleanly, just so we can get out there and do much better passing and much faster.
Yeah, definitely was showing out there. You guys were making up time even after someone got around you.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys were definitely quicker the second half of the race.
Oh, yeah. After it blue grooved in.
Yeah, yeah.
Was that what part of your thought and your setups?
So I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Luke and I really know what we're doing. We're just kind of messing around with things and just hoping they work.
Ethan, you had me sold, and now I don't know if I want to buy in.
Well, I don't know. He might be throwing us off now.
That's possibly. Well, you guys did a great job out there, man.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah.
Is there anyone you'd like to shout out?
Oh yeah, I want to thank Ultra Wheels for sponsoring us, and I want to thank iRacing Short Course for putting on such a great racing series out here. I want to thank everybody that sponsors iRacing, and thank you.
No, thank you, man. You did a great job out there, and we're here to watch you guys race. Great job.
All right, cool. Thank you.
And it looks like we're going to try and bring in second place and bring him back to the booth, Trenton Briley.
Yep. Trenton, this is Booth. You copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Trenton, congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Man, I might have to start talking to the people and charging them to talk to them before the race because look at that. It might have been your good luck charm.
maybe that was it.
That's what Ronnie Anderson. Every time I used to interview him before a race, he said, "I'd make the podium."
Well, let's do that again in round 4.
It gets all those jitters out.
Awesome performance, I got to say. That was very impressive to see how you and Luke were racing so clean, but literally inches from each other.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I had a good run on him. Coming up the back straightaway, he kind of threw a block on me. I think I might have got him. I at least would have had the inside on him going into the last corner, and I could have took it away from him last lap. That would have been awesome. But I'm stoked with the second place.
Definitely cool, and it's how cool is it to see the CalGuard still in the car?
Dinosaur CalGuard. I just brought that out just as a little throwback. That's one of my trophy cart bodies from probably 10 years ago.
It brought back a lot of memories.
yeah. I think I'll have a new paint here pretty soon, but that's all I had for now.
You got to love the retro. But I got to say, I was watching you trying to set him up there, and, it's like, either trying to hold out and break last before you went into turn 1. But that last turn, I was really surprised how close you were there.
Yeah, I think I kind of had an opportunity to do that a couple laps before. I figured my best shot was to get close enough for the last lap. Give it to him then, so then he didn't have much time to do anything about it after that. But it didn't work out as planned completely, but we'll get him next time.
Well, awesome. And I know, Randall, you got any questions for Trenton?
No, I'm honestly blown away by how glued he was to Luke. Yeah. Other than I saw that you kept hitting on turn 1 that K rail. Do you think you're just trying to get in a little hot, trying to close that gap, or was that I guess not intentional, but were you just trying to adjust your line a little bit?
Yeah, I think I was a lot faster going into 1 than him, and I think I was as far right as I was because I was searching for grip.
Yeah,
it was super blue groove, so you really can't turn the trucks at the end of these races, so I was just looking for grip. That might have been why.
All right, that makes sense. Trying to grip onto that cement block and pull you through.
No, the wall part wasn't the plan, but that,
I know, I'm just messing with you, man.
Throwing the bat hook out, trying to go around the corner.
Exactly. I heard also riding the outside wall helps too. So
yeah,
possibly
definitely.
a fast line there too.
Adrian,
I'll try that one
Adrian
next
Chetty
week.
style.
No, but honestly, great driving. You had me and Dave pretty much just in awe as you guys were battling back and forth, and you just kind of like trying to find that opening, and Luke, closing the door. But great driving by both of you guys.
Yeah,
It
great
was
performance.
awesome.
Yeah. Do you have anybody to thank?
Right now, just me. Everything is out of my pocket for this whole iRacing setup. It gets expensive, man.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
But any
Still cheaper
partners that
than the
want to
real
jump on
thing.
board with me, pretty quick on this iRacing thing, so give me a ring.
There you go.
Definitely. Anyone out there? Trenton's looking for some cash or some stickers, maybe shirt, something.
No,
Yeah,
cash is
we'll start
nothing.
small.
Cash is king, but we'll take anything.
New
Yep.
truck, new tires, rims, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got street cars and trucks.
There you go. Well, congratulations, Trenton, and
Thanks,
we'll
guys.
see you next week.
You got it.
Yep. See you guys.
All right, time to bring in the first place winner, Luke Nupp. How you doing
Knupp.
tonight?
Got a whole lot better, that's for sure.
Luke, you've been all over the podium, but now you're in the spot you wanted to be.
Yeah, 2/3 and a victory, so I'm pretty happy with that one.
You gotta love it.
Wire to wire as well.
Now I gotta ask you, the pressure you were feeling in that race there, knowing you're running out in front the entire race. You've had a couple challengers behind you, but I think the most pressure probably you felt was from Trenton.
Oh yeah, Trenton has been on me this whole week. We've been practicing together with Ethan as well. He's been practicing and making me a better driver, to be honest, and that was a fun, clean battle. Me and him have had our brawls before in iRacing, so it was cool to have the respect for that race.
Now, spending a little time running up against him, did that get okay, he usually likes to go inside here on me, or he likes to take an outside move. Did you kind of figure out his strategy a little bit?
I know his setup's a little bit worse in the turns towards the end, but really fast on the straightaways.
That's
where my
that's what
truck's
you
the
said.
exact opposite. So
That explains
that's
why
where
he was
I
able
just
to close
learned.
the door.
You're able to set it up for the second
Yeah.
half of the race, where he's set up for the first part of the race.
Yeah.
I got to my inside to come into the last turn, and I just shook him off my rear bumper.
Yeah,
I don't want
saw
to lose
that.
that one.
Oh, he was trying to get the shoehorn out on that one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was so impressed with there. And then, talking about, I know you've been in that situation, and I know it's frustrating, when you're out in front and someone does make a pass, but in your head, and you're sitting in a simulator, is it bringing you that same feeling, the same, adrenaline rush?
To be honest, it's the exact same, if not kind of worse.
Yeah, you sound
I
a
don't
little
know.
jittery right when we pulled you in, so it sounds like it's still coming down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know, but I haven't really had, last year in real life, didn't have the best of years, so
Yeah.
I got a win in the first round last year in the iRacing short course, so it was cool to get another win today.
Well, you've been so consistent now, 2/3, now a podium. And it looks like that possibly might have you in first place through the points right now.
I came in 3 behind, lost a point in qualifying, or a couple points in qualifying, but I saw Cameron left mid-race, so that's definitely a good points day.
Yeah, Cameron ended up in 24th, so I'd say that would give you the lead.
Probably.
Hey, I'm wearing sandals. I can count my shoes. I can tap my fingers and toes now. No, just kidding.
Yeah, the inversion was actually 6, so I was like,
Okay,
Ethan was going to start on the front row, but it didn't work that way, so I got to the front row and
Well, that's what I
kinda
was
helped
trying
me
to
a little
figure out. Yeah, because they had it. It looked like 4 was the inversion, but it was
Last
actually
time.
6.
Yeah.
So okay.
Well, before we ask you to do a quick shout out to your sponsors, coming up to the next track, which is going to be Wild Horse, what do you have to say to anyone that's going to be racing against you? And do you think you're going to have the same battle turn out with you in Trenton?
I think so. Cameron, I've been studying his work at Arizona, and he's not as fast as Arizona, so that's definitely going to play to our advantage. And coming in with the momentum me and Ethan have, is definitely really going to help. So we're hoping to keep the dominating performance for next weekend.
Hey, plus that's Luke's house.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna let nobody
My backyard.
bust in his house.
He's riding the BMX bike around the track. Just
you don't know the Trophy
memorizing
Car
every
Mafia
single group.
like I know. Luke, congratulations again, and I know I know the folks from Ultra Wheels were checking you out, and I know you got some other sponsor to make this possible.
For sure, I definitely want to give a huge shout out to Ultra Wheels for being our title sponsor. Diamondback Materials, Travis Williams, John Lewis for watching, Travis Williams for watching me, Josh, and then the whole Ultra Wheels crew for watching, cheering me on the whole time. I was getting text messages left and right, so it's cool to have that whole crew, and just everyone else. Thank you, my dad for helping, Eric Morin for helping with the setup, Ethan for being a great teammate, and Sean Heck for making these new designs. They came out sick.
Looks good.
Yeah, they look really nice.
Really like them. Well, Luke Knupp, congratulations. Our points leader going into round number 4 in Wild Horse Pass.
Yeah.
Thank you, Luke.
guys. Yep.
All right, so should we bring in the last two guys?
If you like to.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We'll bring them both at the same time. Braden and
It's
Mikey
not like
Lawrence.
I got anywhere to go.
Yes, sir.
How are you guys doing tonight?
All right,
Good.
man.
We got both of them.
We do.
Okay.
We're a doubleheader.
Nice. Guys, interesting race there. Got to race into it. And I'm going to say, first of all, Mikey Lawrence. Mike, we saw you moving up through the pack, and then all of a sudden, you slid back.
Yeah, I'm a little new to the rig still, and I had a pit for repair pop up during the caution, and I'm not quite set up yet to do fast repair, and didn't know if you don't do that, it'll disqualify you. So
it should be auto checked. Is it not auto checked on your rig?
I don't think so, man. I to tell you the honest truth, I have no idea.
So
you know
right after
what
this, I'm
function
gonna have
is
a little
it?
training session.
I don't remember which function it is. I believe it's F7. But what you can do is all your F keys have different hot bars that pop up. If you are sitting in your car, just press F1 all the way through F, I think, 10, and different things pop up. So go ahead and check them out, and you'll learn how to do fuel adjustments, tire adjustments, and fast repairs, and also other stuff. It'll show you your relative and a bunch of other fun readouts. So play around with it.
I will, man. I thank you guys for putting this on. It's definitely filling the void of racing. I just want to get back to Baja. Thanks, Dave, for coming in and filling in on the mic. It's good to hear your voice at a race.
Say hi to the family for me.
Thanks, Connor. Thanks, Zach. And just need some more work to do to get up there with the A main. But I'll let you guys take over with Braden. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And Braden, man, you raced your way into the A main, and it's got to be feeling good because a lot of competition out there.
Yeah, I was doing really good. Won the B main and worked my way to the A main and flipped and had to go to the pit. And I was 3 laps down, so I just didn't finish the race.
Well, that's okay. Man. Were you running into the same problem trying to figure out the quick repair, auto repair?
What's that?
Or were you having the same problem trying to figure out the quick repair deal? On your car, your settings?
Yeah, I figured it out right at the end, and I was a couple laps down.
Bummer.
Yeah.
But still a great performance. I'll say, watching you in the B main, you were right there.
Yeah, I was doing really good. Just the blue group's a little tricky to get in.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, were you on your setup? So you trying to get your truck to okay, for the first half of the race, if I get out front, or you're trying, okay, be a little slower at the beginning to run mid pack, and then really try to go run for the front, and then of course you had some issues.
Yeah, me, Leighton Kramer, and Trent, we've been working really hard on setup to make the truck work all the way through the whole race.
Okay.
Going for an all-around approach. That's a smart move.
Yeah, very
that way
smart.
you're driving consistently throughout and just making small adjustments as the track grooves in.
Yeah.
Well, would you like to thank some sponsors that make this all possible for you?
I really like to thank Connor for putting this awesome series on, Dave for coming in and helping us, everybody else. Leighton, Trenton, Zach, all of us working together, try to get a good setup in, and everybody else.
Definitely, man. And thank you for coming out here. Like I tell every racer, we wouldn't be broadcasting you guys if we didn't have you guys. So for everyone out there, giant round of applause for all the guys coming out and racing on the track tonight. And you did a great job.
It's a great way to see our race family, not in person, but in virtual, right?
Exactly.
Thank you, guys.
You got it. Have a good night.
Have a night.
You too.
Well, an awesome finish here.
Yeah.
Once again, congratulations to Ethan Ebert, third. Trent Briley was second, and Luke Knupp first. For myself, Dave Arnold, Randall Alvarez,
That is
round
me.
number 3.
And
in
we're
the
all
books.
done. Yeah.
We'll see you next week on the dirt.
You got it. Now for a little bit of my selfless promoting, I like to wait till the end. For anyone that is still listening, thank you for listening. We do have some more broadcasting coming up on Sundays, so don't forget to check out Sunday evening. We have at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time the Core Racing Series, and then we will actually be launching the High Octane Series, but it's going to be relabeled as Super Late Models. So we'll have those on short tracks. So we're going to have a lot of fun, and we have a couple surprises coming up. Hopefully an Indy Series popping up on Mondays. So we should have a Sunday, Monday, and a Wednesday race. So stay tuned. Keep subscribe, and just stay with us, and you'll see more racing coming your way. And I hope everyone has a good night.